That concludes walking meditation for the time being. May the steps that we have taken move us closer in the direction of self-mastery, enlightenment, closer to manifesting awareness, clarity of clear insight in our practice, and move us farther away from delusional concepts of meditation. May it move us farther away from bad habits, bad choices, and negative actions caused by lack of proper perception. Our minds seem to obsess, overthink, overkill our thoughts. We get stuck on an idea. They constantly come over and over. Some of the thoughts that we have been there for years, and we don't know how to get them out. Constantly giving thoughts to things that don't need that amount of time and effort and energy that we give it when they arise in our mind. Some of these things being so basic, but we really don't realize we think about them more than the time we actually are doing them. Now, what does that got to say about mindfulness? Present moment. We're usually thinking about food, our comforts and discomfort, our appearances and how we look, and love and heartache, love and heartbreak. We think about it too much. And just those right there, just those 4 items are stuck in what place in time? Is it the present moment? No. It's usually stuck in the future, or it's somewhere in the past. What we ate previously that we really enjoyed. We're thinking about something we really enjoyed in the past that we actually over-embellish, give more credit than if it was the same thing we ate in the present moment. We can spend hours thinking about how we'd like to prepare food, what we're going to put on it, where we're going to get the ingredients. Are the ingredients authentic or are they fake? Is this the way it's supposed to be done, or can you introduce something new? Comfort and discomfort. We're always constantly complaining about how comfortable we could be, how much better something could be if this was available. How uncomfortable we are, how something is not 100%. The way that we look, our appearances. We go to the extreme that we will even put together an outfit 2 to 3 days in advance just to wear it for an occasion that we don't even know will happen or not. Anticipating, waiting for something that is not for sure. Constantly going to the gym, constantly looking in the mirrors, looking at other people, looking at our bodies, looking at their bodies, looking at the clothes they have, looking at the clothes we want, but never paying attention to what we have and we are happy with underneath our feet at the present moment. Love and heartbreak, that's a big one. A lot of emotions wrapped up right there. That's a lot of emotion. We really think love and heartbreak is really us. All of these things are anatta. All of these things are non-self. All of these things that we are thinking about are impermanent. Anicca vata sankhara. Everything that is a created phenomena has an expiry date. Everything that is shall not be. We're thinking about how nice it would be to be in love with a person, him or her, an object, a place. I'd be in love if I go there. When I was in love, how can I keep this love here? I should say this to her. I should say this to them, it. Heartbreak. I wish I would have said this. I wish I would have said that. Maybe if I would have said this, they would have been here longer. They broke my heart. If this ever happens again, I will say this. I will say that. We think about these things so much, it distorts, it destroys, it shapes the present moment to the thing that we have been constantly thinking about from before. because we do not harness the wisdom to take hold of the present moment in the reality of the truth of right now, we're constantly recycling, reliving over and over and over the same story, the same movie, the same play. Does any of us right here like watching the same movie for years, over and over and over, and not changing it? No, it's no fun, is it? Then why do we keep doing it with our thoughts? And those are the most effective. Those are the most potent. Those are the most strongest effect on our behaviors is what we thought. What we think creates our karma. What we think, what we act upon, and how we speak, how we communicate. That is what actively changes, enhances, decreases, or increases our karma. We practice meditation to break free from the cycle of rebirth, break free from the cycles of becoming. Do you want to stay here? We want to elevate. We want to strive for better. How do you strive for better if you're stuck on repeat? You have to let things go. Let things live in the time that they are in, not the times they are not. When it is over, it is gone. Time to think about something else. This also gives rise to another feeling, which is called possession. This is mine. I need to defend it. This is mine. It doesn't belong to you. This is mine. How dare you comment on something that is not yours? You could never understand because this is me. This is me. This is mine. How deluded and delusional can we get because we cannot control our emotions and our thoughts? Speaking of food, in America, where I'm from, people hide the recipe of food. Our grandmas are always never telling us how she actually prepared the meal. It was tasty, and it sure was good, but you'll never know how she cooks it. Because we have a problem with realizing comfort and discomfort, we have a problem with how to be content, we'll never be content. You'll never be comfortable because you're always talking about how you're not comfortable. Our appearances, we think that we are so unique, we are so different than everybody else. We're always doing extra. We want to do something that makes us different from everyone else. The more money we spend, the more makeup we put on, the more flashy clothes we put on, the more jewelry, the more perfume, the louder the music, You ever seen a rooster walk? The rooster's walking around with his chest out as if he's the most mightiest, the most strongest rooster amongst all the other roosters. But he doesn't realize all the other roosters are doing the same. But he thinks he is so majestic. The big shot. If we want to break free from the cycles of this ignorance, we have to build and establish contentment of our hearts right now. You build that by understanding what is the correct view. What is the correct view according to Buddhism? It is the understanding of the Arya Satya. Arya Satya means the Four Noble Truths. That in this life, there is suffering. There is unsatiability. There is discomfort. There is uneasiness. There is a cause for suffering. There is a cause for the feelings we have to not be content. There is a reason. There is a way to stop, extinguish, put the fire out of suffering. There is a way to eradicate suffering from our lives. And last but not least, the path that leads to correction. The path is the eightfold path. The path that leads to the eradication or the stopping of suffering is the eightfold path. This is the correct view. This is the correct perception. This is what gets rid of clinging, attaching, and craving that will keep us coming back here over and over and over. For me, repetition is hell. If nothing is perfect, I told myself, especially when I first came into meditation, I realized that there is no condition perfect for meditation. There's always going to be something. And if there is nothing, if all conditions are imperfect for meditation, that means all conditions are perfect. I take my rest, so therefore we can continue formal sitting meditation. If there's anything that I have said that goes against the Buddha, the Dhamma, or the Sangha, it is not because the Buddha does not have the answer, and it is not because he is not the all-wise. It is because I am lacking in knowledge and I am still learning. I've said what I've said, and we will continue for at least half an hour, 30 minutes or more. Please sit comfortably. Follow the breath. Watch the mind. And let us begin now. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.